Hi, it's the M.L.M for the Soul channel. I do have a new topic for today. Before I begin, I'd just like to say, may the words and expressions of my mouth and the thoughts and meditations of my heart find favor and acceptance before you, Hashem. And some people I thank have inspired me. Hope they can inspire you as well. We'll have links below this video to their sites there. Rabbi Shalom Arash, Rabbi Lazer Brody, Rabbi Yosef Mizrahi, Rabbi M.L.M, Rabbi Lon Anava, Rabbi Yuval Ovadia, Rav Daniel Asore, Nisan Baruch Black, David Sachs, Rabbi Michael Skobach, Jews for Judaism, Rabbi David Asher, and Rabbi Ron Ruve. As well, if you've never checked out this channel before, I will have a link below this video to my first video, which explains what M.L.M for the Soul means, what it stands for, and what I'm doing. So this is backtracking a little to a previous parasha because it was an interesting email that I get usually weekly from Rabbi Asor on his Parsha Insights, but I already did something from him on Parasha Kitisa, but I'm doing this one. It's another really good topic. So I call this one Invest Your Mind and Heart into the Mitzvot. So in Parasha Kitisa, or Kisisa, it depends how you pronounce it, begins with the mitzvah of Machatzit HaShekel, which is the half-shekel donation that each member of the nation was obligated to give towards the Beit HaMikdash. The Torah teaches that this mitzvah served l'chaper al nafshotechem, to atone for your souls. For what exactly does the Machatzit HaShekel atone? So the word shekel consists of the letters shin, kaf, and lamed. So the word shin has a numerical value of 360, kaf equals 186, and lamed amounts to 74. In total, then, the word shekel represents the number 620. So what's the significance of that, right? So the total number of mitzvot that we are commanded to perform, that's what 620 is. So the Torah commands us to perform 613, and the rabbis enacted 7 additional obligations for a total of 620. It has thus been suggested that the mitzvah of Machatzit HaShekel serves to atone for half of the mitzvot which we neglect. There are 2 basic aspects of mitzvot. There's the act of doing it, and the kavanah, the intention and emotion. They say Hamasa Ikar. You might have heard that expression. The act of doing it is really most important. Learning about it is great, but you have to actually perform it. So the prophet Yeshayahu strongly condemns those who serve Hashem in the matter of mitzvot anashim melumada, by rote, going through the motions without applying the mind and the heart. So you don't want to do that. And the Zohar comments that the thought and feelings invested in mitzvah are what enable the mitzvah to rise to the heavens. Mitzvot performed without intention are compared to a bird without wings which cannot fly, and to a body without a soul which cannot function. And so the Torah commands giving a half a shekel, representing the half of the mitzvah which we so often neglect. So the concentration and feeling that ought to accompany our mitzvah observance, but normally does not. We are to give a half a shekel to atone for the half of the mitzvah that we fail to properly observe. Isn't that interesting how everything connects like that? So for this reason, Hashem introduced this mitzvah by telling Moshe, Ki tisa et rosh b'nei Israel, literally, when you count the heads of the Israelites. So the Machatzit HaShekel serves to raise, tisa, meaning to raise them. The rosh, the head, atoning for a lack of thought when we observe the mitzvot. And later the Torah says, Machatzit HaShekel teruma laHashem, the half shekel as a gift up to Hashem. So the Machatzit HaShekel achieves the goal of teruma laHashem, elevating our mitzvahs to Hashem. It atones for the absence of thought and emotion in our mitzvah observance, so that the mitzvah will be able to rise and reach Hashem in the heavens. So the word Yisrael, the name by which our nation is called, has the same letters as Li Rosh. Isn't that interesting? I have a head. So our goal as Am Yisrael is not merely to perform the mitzvah, but to do so with our Rosh, with our minds, investing thought and feeling into each and every mitzvah we perform. We are to serve Hashem not just through actions, but also with our mind and hearts, concentrating intently on the mitzvot. The more thought and emotional energy we put into every mitzvah, the greater its impact will be, as it will soar to the heavens and yield great rewards for ourselves, our families, our communities, and the entire Jewish nation. Amen. And may we all merit to live and see the coming of Mashiach speedily in our days, and the rebuilding of our final and everlasting Beit HaMikdash. Amen. And thanks for watching.